Hello, welcome to another episode of Convos with Friends, and it's me, your host, Michael Shoboale. And in this podcast, we just talk with friends about real life scenarios. We talk about finance, crypto, fitness, career, and just talk that will help every single person listening to it. And today with me, I've got Edem. Edem he's gonna talk fitness with us today. But before we go in, Edem, can you introduce yourself to us? So everybody listening.
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Edem. Stay in Magusa, North Cyprus. Well, basically, I'm just here to talk about fitness, like he said.
So that's all about you. Are you? What else? What else can we know about you?
Well, okay, I would say basically about myself. I'm a student, Eastern Mediterranean University. Kind of student of architecture. I'm almost done. Well, basically, fitness was something I garnered more interest in when I came here, based on the fact that I wouldn't say there were a lot of gyms, but there was more freedom to work out and stuff. And I think my goals concerning workout changed based on that. So I got to know more about fitness coming here. My priorities about fitness actually changed here in Cyprus.
But wait, before you go ahead, can you tell us what fitness means? Because I think that's a very vague word. Yeah.
Okay. Basically, people have their own definition. Yeah. But for me, I think I would say my definition of fitness is wellness of the body, the mind, and the soul. Basically, so. You can say you're fit in your body, but you're not fit in your mind. So fitness is encompassed with all of that at the end of the day. Because let's take, for example, you want to go to the gym. You literally have to prime yourself to get up. So you might be having a bad day. Probably the previous day wasn't what you expected, and probably you wake up discouraged. You can't say because you had a bad day, you're going after a goal. You just have to prime yourself and say, okay, today, depending on whatever happened previously, I just have to make it to the gym. So, and apart from that, there's always that consistency, because a lot of people have this ideology where, okay, they want this instant result where, I start today, by the end of next week I want to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger. And fitness, going to the gym is not like that. Keeping healthy is not like that. You have to walk, and your body is not just picking up weight. You have to sleep well. You have to have a healthy sleep. You have to have a healthy diet, and you actually have to have a healthy gym ethic and gym routine. Because at the end of the day, you can't just go to the gym and just pick any exercise and just start doing and expect, I'm going to get to my goal. Yeah. So that's the thing.
With fitness now, it seems like fitness is more than just going to the gym. Or do I need to go to the gym to be fit?
Well, no, you do not need to go to the gym to be fit. You can actually, that's what I said, it depends on the person. People have different ways. If you check staying fit, you can stay fit by going to the gym. You can stay fit by doing calisthenics. You can stay fit by doing home workouts. So it depends on what you prefer. So most people, there was always this idea that, you can't get muscular or you can't grow big if you don't lift some weights or something. But at the end of the day, we all forget that we can start from even our own body weight. Basically, even with push-ups, you can actually you can actually work out from home because push-up is actually your body weight. So push-ups, pull-ups, those are body weight exercises. So it's not necessarily like you have to go to the gym to pick up dumbbells or to pick up a barbell. You can actually do it from home. Thinking about itself, if there wasn't even enough proof, maybe people would say, but I've been doing it from home and it hasn't worked. Let's take, for example, we have been in a pandemic for a better part of 2 years. And in some countries, gyms have, I think it's just early this year that a lot of gyms were opened in countries with this thing. Definitely, the people still found creative ways to like work out. So, if nothing else, that also shows that you actually don't need to go to the gym. Little things like calisthenics, CrossFit, and other forms of fitness. And also, if we're even talking about that stuff, I think going to the gym or working out is just 10% or 20% of your overall fitness goals. The main, for you to meet your goals, either whatever it is, maybe building muscle or losing weight or just maintaining your body, it's 10 to 20% is actually achieved in the gym or by working out. The remaining 80 to 90% is done outside the gym. That's your sleep, your mindset, and what you eat. That's your nutrition. So people should not get that misconception like, oh, okay, the gym is all and all.
I want to ask you something. Like, how did you know about all these things? Like, how did you know that you needed 20% of work to be done in the gym and the other 80% of work is done outside the gym? Like, how did you get to know all these things?
Okay, how I got to know is, okay, I'm someone that I like to learn a lot. So at the end of the day, there's always a lot of information out there, but it doesn't mean that all the information is 100% perfect. So what I did was basically through trial and error, because whether we like it or not, every human being is unique. So there's really no one exercise fits all. Because I remember sometime when we were much younger, they would tell you, oh, you want to go to the gym, just do 5,000 push-ups, do 400 squats, and aim to do like 200 pull-ups in a day, and you're good. But definitely, that's not the way. Because first things first, you have to prime your body. And I learned that the hard way, in the sense that at first I thought it was way more about bench press or push-ups or this. So I literally had to take time to understand and look, okay, yeah, you could go to the gym, two people, both of you have the same goals. Like, okay, let's go with the usual goals that people have. Oh, summer body, I want to have 6 packs by the end of summer and stuff like that. So you go to the gym, you could go to the gym with your friend. And you can find out that even though both of you are doing the exact same exercise, you find out that you might come out looking very, very different. Your friend might come out looking more muscular, and you might come out looking the same. You will look like, and both of you have been doing the same exercise. So at that time, you now realize that it's not about, oh, the exercise you are doing or the gym you are going or the equipments that you use. It's actually more about how you sleep, what you eat, and those are basically things outside the gym. So basically, I learned that through trial and error. And yeah, at times where there are doubts and you're like, oh, okay, you go online, you look at different materials, you find out that, oh, it's not only you that has experienced, there's a lot of other people to have found that out to themselves. So what you have to do is you have to watch how your body reacts to exercises. Like, I'll take myself for example. Let's say I have a chest day. For others, they might tell you, oh, for my chest day, I'm doing a lot of bench presses. I might do a lot of maybe cable flies or something. But Those don't work for me. For me, my I don't really like flat bench presses. I do inclined bench presses because that actually activates my chest more. And I do more of seated flies or dumbbell flies because that activates my chest more. But for other people, it could be cable flies. It could be something else. Some could just grow big chest from just doing push-ups at home. So that's the thing. So you have to take your own time and study your body. Don't be the whole my friend did this and this works for him. So it means that if I do this, it must work for me. No. Yeah, you could actually try it and it won't work. So from trial and error, from studying your body and from taking time to look at what you eat, because that also takes a toll. You can't go and carry weight in the gym and you go home and you don't eat and expect to grow, because you need a balanced diet as well. And also, even in the gym, most times a lot of people get into trouble where they say, oh, you just walk into the gym, look around, you see people working out, and you just go and pick a weight and just start lifting it. You'll get injured. So when you get into the gym, the first thing you have to do is stretch. You have to warm up. It's the same way. Like when you want to, if you watch races or let's say Olympics and stuff, you don't just see the people, the athletes walk out of the changing room and just start running the race. No, they walk out, they go on the track, they prepare. Then there's always that time when they say, oh, on your marks, get set, go. At the end of the day, that's the preparation. So coming to the gym, you literally have to prepare mentally and physically. So you can't wake up and probably you just woke up haphazardly. You did not eat any breakfast. You did not do anything. You just get up, put on your clothes and just walk to the gym. And just walk into the gym, pick up the weight and start lifting. No, it doesn't work that way.
Well, fitness, it seems like it's like sort of complex. You get like so many things involved, your mind, your body, but why did you get into fitness? Like, was there a specific reason? Were you trying to achieve something?
Okay, originally, what made me get into fitness was I used to be really skinny when I was younger. So, like, very, very skinny. I think, if I remember correctly, as at secondary school in my SS2, I weighed 45. No, was it 45 or 35? No, I think it was actually 35 kilograms. Like
35 kilos.
Really, 35 kilos. I was really, really smallish. So it was actually an issue because as a then, I loved playing basketball. I loved playing football. Those were very intensive sports where you actually need to be strong. Not necessarily that I wasn't strong. I was just too light. So I could probably be playing or running with the ball and I just get shoved. And I'm sliding down the pitch like a piece of paper. So gradually I understood that, okay, for you to be able to get better at this sport, you need to work on yourself. So the original goal was getting bigger and getting stronger. But as I grew older, it was now like it changed into not just getting bigger and stronger. It changed into staying healthy because I realized that a lot of people go to gym not because of themselves. They go to gym because of how others view them. Oh, I want to go to gym because I had girls like six packs. Or I want to go to gym because I want to look good when I go to the beach. Or it's summer. Let me look muscular so everybody can like me or something. Or they say big guys look sexy or stuff like that. So people forget that at the end of the day, staying healthy, it's also important. Because when you go to the gym or when you work out, you keep your joints healthy as well. So as you grow older, you find out that okay, uh, people your age, probably you get into your 40s or your 50s, and you're like, oh, some people at 50 can't bend. Once they sit down on a chair, it will take the grace of God or some kind of support for them to stand up without help. So there was a poll, like a kind of survey taken that showed that okay, people that worked out way into their old age tend to be more healthy physically than those that did not go to the gym at all or did not work out at all or did not do any form of fitness. That's why if you notice these days, you find more older people getting into fitness. You find more older people in their way into their 70s, even 80s, going to the gym. Because there was always that misconception that, oh, at a certain age, you are too weak to even lift the dumbbell. But it's not true. If you're used to doing something, like I know you should ask yourself, like, okay, grandmas in the village that used to pound yam way into their 90s, where did they get the strength from? You understand? Things like that. So at the end of the day, that's actually garnered my interest. I'm like, okay, this is no more about just being putting on weight or getting strong. This is also about keeping myself healthy way into my old age.
So, I mean, now that's obviously your drive now. You're trying to like push on and keep healthy and stay, stay focused. I mean, I can't imagine you being 35 kilos because you're like a mountain now, man. But
yeah, that's the funny part.
Yeah.
I still have, like, most times I still keep my old pictures. Even when I came to Cyprus, I think when I came to Cyprus, I was 50, about 50, 55. Yeah. So in about 3 years, I grew to 95. I think presently, so in about 3 years, I grew to 75. Then presently, I think I weigh 90 or 92, something like that. So it's, I think it's a gradual process based on what you eat. So, and based on how you work out.
But when you were doing it, or even up till now, like, what do you hate the most about going to the gym or fitness? Or is there anything you hate about it?
Presently, what do I hate the most about fitness? This general consensus where you think that you should compete with others. Like, I realized a lot of people don't go to the gym. Like I said earlier, most people don't go to the gym for themselves. They go to the gym based on how others view them. And I think that's a wrong misconception, because at the end of the day, that has led to a lot of issues, in the sense that there's this term where in the gym, there's this term called ego lifting, where you know that, okay, let's assume I weigh 90 now, and I know that, okay, based on how I have been working out, I know that, okay, my bench press could be, let's say, maybe 100 kilograms. But ego lifting now involves, oh, I see someone, probably another guy, or I see a girl in the gym, and I'm trying to, like, maybe, will I say, impress her or impress it. Most times it's not even about a person of the opposite sex. It's a kind of thing where someone tries to assert some kind of dominance. So you say, oh, okay, I know that I carry 100 kg, but because people are around and I don't want to look like, probably you see someone walking to the gym and the person is carrying 150. And you now, based on your idea, you feel like, oh, okay, this guy looks like me. We probably have the same muscle mass, or we probably have the same size. So if he can carry 150, why am I still carrying 100? You now pick up the weight and try to, like, show yourself. And you find out that you probably just go and get an unnecessary injury, because at the end of the day, it's not, you don't know, like I said, it still boils down to the same thing where the training is not just in the gym, it's outside the gym. And another thing that a lot of people don't talk about, genetics. Genetics, in the sense that some people come from a naturally strong bloodline, or let me not use the word bloodline. Let me still stick to genetics in the sense that, okay, if I have, genes, if I have a strong father, like very strong, if probably growing up, he has been making me do like manual labor, probably going with him to the farm or doing a lot of heavy lifting, I would definitely be way stronger than somebody that has never lifted anything in his life. Even though we both look alike or we both seem to have the same muscle size, the fact that I have been lifting, it doesn't necessarily have to be in the gym. Probably just lifting, helping him with lifting heavy stuff at home, or maybe like I use the example of going to the farm. So even if both of us have never been to a gym before, I will end up being stronger because it has been imprinted in my genes. You understand? So that also plays a part in that ego lifting, in the sense that, both of you might look alike, both of you might seem like you look alike. But at the end of the day, I might be stronger than you. You might be stronger than me. So that's the thing. So that's something that a lot of people like. I know someone that literally messed up his whole system just because he saw a girl lift a weight, and he was not like, she's just a girl. That weight it should be light. After all, men are stronger than women. And he went and picked the weight up without warm up with it. Like, he just walked into the gym. He just saw the weight and he just picked it up without even anything, not knowing that this person has been lifting for the better part of 2 years. It doesn't matter whether she's a girl or not. She's good at lifting, and her body has been conditioned to lifting weights. So you that hasn't lifted weights before, you just walk up and I think he sprained his spine or something like that. And it was a very, very bad injury. And people will laugh at him like, a girl is lifting heavier than you. But that is a very serious injury. And I think another thing is what I hate about the gym. There's a lot of misinformation about certain things. People believe that, for you to be able to excel in the gym, you must get a gym trainer. That is really wrong, because I feel like even some gyms, it's not everyone that is a certified trainer, and some of these trainers don't actually know what they are doing. They use this whole one size fits all approach where they feel like, okay, to make more money, rather than give people personalized training, they'll rather go on and say, all of you do this, and this, and this will work for you. But it's wrong. People are unique.
But what do you find as your favorite thing in fitness, or in going to the gym? What do you love about the gym?
What do I love about the gym? Well, hitting my targets. Like, how will I put it? Let's say I tell myself, okay, I want to maybe hit a new, maybe like I said, let's assume as I'm lifting 100 kg, I want to get a better result, or I set a goal for myself and say, okay, by the end of this month, I should be lifting 120. So by the time I'm able to get to that goal within that month, there's this ecstatic feeling I get, like, okay, I set a goal for myself and I was able to hit it in time. And also, let's assume, like, seeing people grow, it makes me happy, especially people that I come to the gym and see them. Probably when they came, they were a little on the chubby side, or they were finding it difficult to hit their goals. So it's fun to watch when I realize that, okay, these people actually stuck to their guns. Like, they worked out and they actually hit those goals. So it's fun to watch, actually. So those are the exciting parts about gym, and I think showing people around, because a lot of times you watch people do the wrong exercise and you literally have to go and tell them and show them, okay, this is, you're not doing it properly, do it like this.
But sometimes people take offense when you do that.
Well, that's the thing. There are people that will take offense, and most times when they take offense, I just keep quiet. There's really nothing I can do now. I'm only trying to help. If you take offense, it's up to you. So at the end of the day, I feel like misinformation has always put a lot of people in trouble. So when you see someone that's trying to tell you, yeah, I know there are a lot of times when people are rude about the way they tell you things. So I get where some people come from, where you're trying to impose, oh, I know this, you must do it the way I'm showing you. Yeah, the fact that it's working for you might not work for that person. So mine is based on, okay, you say you want to do a cable press. The first question I'll ask you is, okay, what are you working on? Because at the end of the day, you can do a cable fly and you can want to work on upper chest, or you want to work on middle chest, or you want to work on lower chest. Then when you now hear someone say you want to do cable fly and you're working on your back, and you're like, no. Cable fly is not, it's not a back exercise, it's a chest exercise. I don't know if you understand.
Yeah, I get it.
So by that time, if someone like that wants to argue with you, you just let them be, because then you know that, okay, this argument is not going to end. Already he's starting on the wrong basis.
Yeah.
So if he's not going to want to learn, there's really nothing you can do about it.
But would you think you consider yourself as a trainer per se? Can you call yourself a trainer because you have been training for many years now?
Well, I won't call myself a trainer because, training someone, it takes a lot. It takes a lot to call yourself a trainer. First things first, you have to actually get that training certificate. Yeah, people think that, okay, because you've been training for long, then you can train anybody. No, that certificate, actually, there are a lot of things about fitness that you still need to learn. Like, we all learn every day. Like, even in the past 2 years, I will say that I've learned a lot from people. I've seen some courses online, and so there are still something that you'll be like, I never knew this. So I feel for you to be a trainer, you literally have to actually study, get certified, so that you can actually have that knowledge to train people properly. And it's not just about training people. You have to be patient, because a lot of people come with that whole mentality. There are people you say, oh, yeah, sometimes I do train people, but that doesn't necessarily make me a trainer. I train them to help them, like push them in the right direction. Because for me, I feel like if I'd had someone to show me the ropes earlier, I think I would have grown much faster. Most of what I learned was through trial and error. And if you remember earlier, I told you that was one of the things I hate about the gym, in the sense that a lot of people don't give out information freely. They just assume that, oh, it's the gym. If you want to know it, you have to go through a certain process. Or, okay, I went to gym for 10 years to get this body. You must also go to gym for 10 years to get what you want. I don't know if you understand.
Yeah, I get it. So, I get it.
At the end of the day, I feel like for you to be a trainer, you actually learn about it. Teach people. Yeah, you can train people, but don't call yourself a trainer, because unless you're certified, you are not yet a trainer. Unless you're certified. Because I see a lot of people in the gym, they even collect money. And what did they learn? They really don't know you. And you now sit down and watch them. Okay, this guy says he's a trainer. Why is he telling this guy to do his squats this way? There are basic fundamentals of the gym that even so-called trainers don't know. So you get, and this also discourages people because you pay a lot of money for someone that you think knows what he's doing, and you find out that after 4, 5, 6 months of paying this person constantly and coming to the gym, you're not getting any results because at the end of the day, this so-called trainer doesn't know what he's doing. Yeah.
I mean, but just to piggyback off that, like, if you had to give yourself an advice, like 10 years ago or how many years ago you started training, what advice would you give yourself? How would you go about it?
If I wanted to give myself advice as at then, I think I would have said, warm up more before the gym. I would have said eat properly, like eat a more balanced diet. Because I feel like presently there are some goals that I'm trying to hit that would have been easier if I'd had better nutrition. Because at the end of the day, as you grow older, there are certain things that you find it harder to do. Like for me now, one of my major issues was actually having like a gut. Like as I grew older, I found out, when I was younger, I always had the flat stomach, had 6 packs and stuff. And there's this ideology where you think, oh, it's in your genes, it will never go away. And one day you just wake up one day and just realize, oh, where does this stomach come from? So at the end of the day, I think setting better goals, not just about summer body. I wish I had thought about health earlier than the way I'm thinking about it now. So I would have had a better listing of what to do. So I think that's the advice I would give my younger self.
Yeah. That's totally fine. That's totally fine. It's been so great talking to you, man. I don't know, before you go, do you have like social media that you can give? Maybe somebody wants to contact you and ask you more questions about fitness that you can give.
Okay. My Instagram is Bruce_HDGN.
Bruce_HD? HGN, okay.
Yes, so Bruce as in BRUZ_HGN.
Okay.
Can find me on Instagram. I think it's same with Twitter as well.
Okay. Yeah, so that's nice. I hope people will definitely contact you and ask you more questions, about fitness. So, man, it's been great talking, man. So, I guess just
Thanks for having me.
yeah, man. Bye, Edem, man.
Okay, take care. Have a great day.